Hello, is this Sinister Camping Hero for the stream? And this stream I'll be going over the 2022 bunker missions and all that from the Colonel Enterprises DLC, just as I've already done with the Executive Office and in the Biker Clubhouse. But yeah, starting off, I did set the spawn location here, but yeah, fortunately I did get like the Agent 14 call already. Basically get phone calls like every property you go to. I forget if it was like that for the office, but I used the biker and the bunker since I did office like a long while ago. But yeah, there will now be a blue like ammunition icon there, like a blue ammo icon there, and that will be like the excess weapon parts on like the Dune loader. It's basically the bunker's alternative to like the export mixed goods from like the executive office that they also added for the Colonel Enterprise DLC. You basically deliver a Dune loader over to the ammunition. I feel it's probably a worse version of it though, given that it's probably in like a slower vehicle and stuff. Then again, there's all kinds of different there's all kinds of different ammunitions, whereas like the executive office ones, you have to like go to like the docks on like the bottom right of the map every time. So there's definitely advantages and disadvantages for that, I would say, in comparison to the like executive office one. And yeah, manufacturing process regularly produces excess weaponry. I assume it will just like happen over time. I assume you do not have to get the like supplies and stuff. I assume it just happens over time, similar to what happens with the CO, like executive office again. I think just every like once in a while, like every 40 minutes, you can do it again. Especially with how small of an amount, from what I've heard, it is. Research data and log vehicle weapons and advertising over attachments can also not be acquired for a new job. That can be started by calling Agent 14. That'll be a research mission thing that I'll show later on. I think I actually did one though, and I think there is like a times free bonus though, so I won't be getting a times free bonus on that one. I will say that now. I think there's like one times free bonus though on that one, but I think I already redeemed it because I think there was 1 week where if you did it, you'd get like a little extra bit of money. You can't scroll through here. It only shows like a little bit on there. You can't even like scroll through it. Yeah, that's a section of the phone call, but there was more to it. Oh, okay, never mind. Hold on. Yeah. The top part there does sound like the start of a phone call, actually. Hey, is this a good time? Great. I've been checking in with all our private sector assets. The price of gas has people kind of jittery. But don't worry. As usual, we're here to make sure the right people have all the advantages they need. I've bagged you a contract with ammunition for any surplus weapons parts. Your lab rats in the making. Have instructions to load up a truck whenever you have enough to sell. All you have to do is make the delivery, and if you're looking just to make the research side of things down there, just give me a call. I have a few things lined up. That basically just sounds like a phone call version of like the help text there, essentially, with like a high like gas price kind of reference and stuff. Pretty funny stuff there. I like how it's an actual theme of the update. But yeah, for me, I had them available right away. So perhaps it like always produces like just as long as they're basically in the game. Whereas I think like the biker like clubhouse like auto shop, I think I didn't get a vehicle until I was like over there. that one seems it can already start being made and stuff, even if you don't enter the bunker for a while during this update. I think that's pretty much all that's worth doing here. Okay, I guess since this popped up, I'll go over the stuff for this. Okay. None of the the second paragraph stuff here with like the 2 times payouts. None of this stuff over here applies to bunker, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, as per usual, you can get your 2 times payout for first cell mission. I'm pretty sure that's for any cell mission. I think every cell mission has its own 2 times payout for first cell mission, so if you are limited on like just one, I probably recommend special cargo, but I'm pretty sure that's a separate thing for each cell mission. So each cell mission will be 2 times for first one for different businesses and stuff. And yeah, there's 3 times manufacturing speed for your gun running business until the first cell mission. So you might as well do a pretty full like sale mission, at least if you have like another player with you, because it's not a very solo friendly business when you do a lot of supplies. But you might as well take advantage of as much of the manufacturing speed as you can. Because if you sell like just one thing of supplies, it's kind of a waste of the bonus there. Times research speed for first research item and gun running bunkers. We'll not really be able to show that one off because I actually have all of the research complete already, and there was no new research with the update as I would have expected, because yeah, it was like one of the worst received like features of an update, I would say, in the entire game, with the research feature. Because it was like a hella paywall if you didn't want to have to like wait forever. Like 10 to 15 million around there, I think you have to spend for all the like research if you want to just like fast track through like all like 51 items or whatever amount. It's like each one's like 220,000 or some shit. It could be nice if you still have research, I guess, but might as well just fast track it and get it all done with. And any like stuff you do in terms of supplies can then go for making money through the bunker. Especially in the days where Cow Creek Heist is like the easiest thing in the world, and it wasn't like significantly nerfed like it is now with Colonel Enterprise. That was definitely the best time to go for that research and fast track it and all. But still, you can definitely easily make like 10 to 15 million pretty easily now with the invite only sale missions and stuff. And yeah, 3 times payout for that gun running ammunition contract, and then source in the bunker research. Like I said, I think I actually already did the source in bunker research. It might have been like $30,000 or something. So I think that's only like $10,000 for the bunker research mission, so it's not that great money anyways. On triple even, but yeah. And the ammunition contract, like I said, I think it's mainly just a reskin of like the export mixed goods for the executive office side of things. And triple of that was like 150,000, so that should be the same amount for triple on the ammunition contract. And then from there it should be 50,000 per one. And then yeah, that should have been it. Looks like. But yeah. To start off, I want to show the 2 new resupply missions. And yeah, there's no guarantee at all that I'll get these real quick. So it's gonna come down to like the luck of what I can get for the missions and stuff. And right, you gotta be like CO or MC obviously for the top thing. And yeah, thankfully you do not have to pay for the like source missions like you do for the executive office, so I can probably just re-lobby if I don't get a mission I want for the two I'm trying to show off. Whereas I was doing every single mission on the executive office one because I didn't want to like waste 18,000 to just not do a mission or something. Thankfully this one, the resupply, it's just free. You just either have the option to steal supplies or else you can just buy those supplies. And yes, even though there is 2 new resupply missions, it is still a high recommendation to buy supplies. Reason being is the thing can just produce all by itself. All you have to do is buy supplies, and the supplies will produce when you're doing other activities in the game. It is a passive business. There's no real reason to turn it active unless you want to. It's inefficient to turn into an active business because you can make that money back in other ways while it produces. There's no real sense to steal supplies, but a couple new missions could be kind of fun, like every once in a while, or at least experience one time. So I'll probably just do different lobbies and stuff each time if I don't get the ones I want.
We mainly work government contracts, but that doesn't make Merryweather Security even nearly the good guys. Not like us. You've got the green light to resupply with some rail guns they've got at Humane.
Okay, rail guns, that's all I needed here to know which one that one was. Okay, rail guns, that's definitely not a new one. And yeah, I'm on the GT wiki, so I'll be able to know like exactly what thing it's for. But yeah, it's like phone call dialogue on like GT wiki that you can easily look up to know like which missions you get. So I'm looking for a certain structure in like the phone call. Okay, hopefully I get one this time.
Before we resupply, there's some business to take care of. A little stateside op financed by a Far Eastern nuclear power. Yeah, that one.
I don't necessarily
Look
think it's
after
this
them,
one.
I'll look after you.
Vinewood Water, yeah. I remember that one. That's an old one. And yeah, obviously set your location, spawn location to bunker, and that will let you get to it as quick as possible. And yeah, especially on knife-gen systems, you can get to this invite only is real damn quick. As far as I know, they did also add the old. As far as I know, they also added the new invite-only system for 8th gen as well. Because you used to have to go to creator to do invite-only, but though I think on 8th gen as well, you can just go into like main online menu and do invite-only now. So invite-only should be pretty fast, I feel, on both versions of the game, but especially 9th gen, because it's fast loading on the 9th gen systems. So obviously invite-only with the spawn location is definitely the best. Way to go about it. To keep re-rolling for these things here.
Good news. Today is one of those days when the public and private sectors join hands and achieve something truly wonderful for the American people. One of your
Okay, this
rival
one
arms
seems
dealers is
new.
on the agency's hit list. We're just tying
Looks
up
like
a
it
full
lines up.
seizure of their assets. The one thing we don't have access to is their R&D data. They're running it out of the country on an unregistered flight due to leave
Okay, yeah.
American airspace sometime in the next 24 hours. We need you to break into one of their sites, track that aircraft, and hack that data. You do that, we give you a generous share of their confiscated stock. Sending you the site's location now. I'll be in touch.
Alright, so yeah, that is one of those new sourcing missions for the 2 new sourcing missions. Just like the executive office, there's exactly 2 new sourcing missions. And this one has to do with like some flight data or something. So said something about a flight on there. And yeah. And other ways you can also tell this one is new is by some of the vehicles that will show up as well. Some of the vehicles that show up in this source mission actually were not vehicles back when gun running first released. Obviously most of the missions where the bunker obviously existed with the gun running update when it initially released in mid 2017. But yes, this is one of these two 2022 source missions. And yeah, easy way to tell is if you are familiar with some of the vehicles. Some of the vehicles will be past that update in this mission. Probably specify them as well.
This site will be guarded. Feel free to go in hard. The computer system here should have their current flight plans. We need to be able to track this plane while it's in our airspace.
And yeah, just like typical missions, I'm pretty sure it would be at least a couple different possible locations, so you might not get the same location as I do. It can vary. Yeah, from what I hear, you might have to hack a computer thing or something, so you should be safe to use missiles here as far as I understand. If not, then I can always try to re-roll for this whole mission again if it gets messed up or something. Okay, yeah, you have to enter a base, so whatever it is you need is inside, so feel free to go crazy with the missiles and stuff. And yeah, I do not think any of these will be as annoying as Hit the Roof. Hit the Roof is kind of annoying because there's the oppressor key you can find, so you can use the actual oppressor and not the slow cargo bomb. So yeah, I had a lot of fun on Hit the Roof. I had to spend a whole hour on 2 attempts to do it the way I wanted to. It was kind of annoying. So yeah, Hit the Roof was a pretty annoying clubhouse contract from the last stream for that biker stream I did. I was kind of struggling on and trying to find them oppressor keys because I didn't want to look up a guide at first. I don't want to use my own smarts, but it didn't work out, of course.
He's hit! Move it up! What a pansy!
And yeah, it's like the import-export special vehicle warehouse, and there's vehicle warehouses you buy and whatnot where your special vehicles get stored for the interior.
Watch your ass!
There's returning interior here.
This is it!
Also fits within the update scope with gun running initially, because it's a 2016 interior here, so it's kind of cool. Okay, yeah, you can shoot the wheel section here and it will explode with normal, obviously here.
Get in close!
There's a barrage here. So it's just for decoration. They certainly should not use that, and that would be overpowered. Should have used one for stun action there, to be honest, but whatever, though. Okay, a terminal. Not sure why there's 2 terminals, but it sounds like you'll need 1. And yeah, there's probably more people, I believe, that spawn from what I figure here, too. Give us a chance of time for quite a bit. What the hell? Where he's spawning though? It's kind of the same thing like that in the auto shop one for executive office. Yeah, they do not seem to have invincibility for any, so I guess I can feel free to shoot them right when they spawn, which is fun.
Okay, we're in business, people. I have their plane in transit above Los Santos right now. I'm gonna need you to get as close as you can to it, then use the SecuroServe app on your phone to hack the onboard network. You're gonna need an aircraft, obviously. I've sourced you some nearby.
They told me about the fly Agent 14 full. I'm gonna check around for other vehicles possibly here. Just do an FAV, nothing too spectacular. Oh, and yeah, the Barrage actually did not exist with gun running, so that's kind of the first vehicle in there. The Barrage was introduced into Doomsday Heist, which was in late 2017. I think this might just be a Gringer here, it's like a day one vehicle, I think. And that's a really interesting vehicle, but yeah. The Barrage actually did not exist until the Doomsday Heist, I'm pretty sure here, so that's a clue there that it's a new source mission from Chrono Enterprise. One of the two. Okay, and yeah, Agent 14 apparently sources a helicopter for you. And yeah, apparently it's an Akula, so you do get provided an Akula, which is kinda nice. I'm hoping these don't shoot us enough, so I kinda got shot up earlier when I was trying to kill the people. Should be able to outrun them and stuff, then it shouldn't be much of an issue. Okay, it's above. So yeah. The plane here apparently is the RM-10 Bombushka, and that's a Smuggler's Run DLC vehicle. The Smuggler's Run was the first DLC after gun running, I'm pretty sure, so this vehicle also did not exist. Oh yeah, it seems to become a target even like when you first fly up here, even before you did hack. Then you have SecuroServe hack, which is from like, I remember it's from like the Deluxo signal, like intercept thing, like heist setup for Doomsday Heist. I think that was the first use of it, maybe the Rocket Voltic thing, like the Rocket Voltic, like import-export, like special vehicle mission, it might have done something like that, I forget. Yeah, you want to stay above the plane, apparently, and not get shot, basically. Oh, okay. As far as I know.
Perfect. You got what we need here. And now for what you need. A truck full of seized assets, ready to take back to your bunker and turn into whatever the hell you want. I do love win-win scenarios.
Oh yeah, win-win. So that's for helicopter smoking, I guess. And yeah. The Akula as well, also obviously not a vehicle from before gun running. Just like the Barrage, the Akula is from the Doomsday Heist, so again it's another indicator, and this is one of those 2022 source missions. But yeah, honestly, first thing you should look for to know like what mission it is a phone call if you're wanting to listen to it for a little bit. Otherwise, obviously some of the vehicles will be your indicators, basically, of what's new and what's not. helicopters might be really annoying. It's gonna rain early. It's like, okay, just a day one vehicle, nothing too special here. Oh god, I would've like sucked or something if someone with a helicopter like shot like the gas tank or something and exploded them. Don't really think that's really all that possible to happen though, but you never know, it's GTA. And AI is gonna be kinda crazy in this game. And yeah, I guess just in case I'll return to the full vehicle, but... Oh yeah, well I am going to the bunker, actually, so I don't need a real lobby actually, unless I don't use the other news source mission. Yeah, pretty much just coming in the vehicle from here. It's pretty smooth sailing. Don't really see the helicopters being annoying from here. Or once I would have pretty much died before getting in the vehicle. Yeah. I really wish the like vehicle you collected was more interesting. But yeah, this is an interesting source mission. You have to do a task first, and you get a fucking fusion. I don't know, there might have been ones like that before, but... honestly, I feel the better missions for source missions are the ones that just like have you collect the vehicle. Obviously, those are the simplest ones and stuff, so honestly... just like with special cargo, some of the like earlier source missions would probably still be better, I would say. If for some reason you want to source up a bunker, which is not recommended. Special cargo, obviously you pretty much have to like source it aside for a new option they added, where you can kind of passively do it now, but not as effectively as other passive businesses. But yeah, bunker, I really feel these source missions are only worth replaying. I feel these are only really worth playing the one time, to be honest, just for the experience. And maybe I could have shortcut in there instead of taking this GPS route, but it's whatever. Not necessarily too much more to go through anyways, and I like to streams last at least an hour, because videos on the PS5 can only like go up to an hour, as far as I know. Share Factory I know says like 80 minutes on like Share Factory, but I don't think it lets you like upload things over like 60 minutes, even though you can use 80 minutes. But yeah, would have been cool to have a more interesting like vehicle to deliver, like one from after the gun running update. But guess it's whatever. And yeah, the amount of supplies, I'm not sure if the amount of supplies would be any different from like your typical source mission. I imagine it's just like a typical like same amount of supplies, pretty much. Bro, what time was that? I literally just got that right as I entered the bunker and someone was still in the car when I was walking into the bunker. I don't think you can usually like use the phone while you're in like a cutscene thing like that. Okay. And yeah. I think the other source of mission has to do with like smuggling. And I think it's like a long thing from like how Prequel Heist and if I recall from what I've heard on the GTA Wiki. And I kind of watched professionals like video thing on it a little bit, and a professional like a million plus sub like a YouTuber and whatever.
Good news. Today is one of those days when the
Did I
public and
just get the
private
same
sectors
one?
join hands and achieve something truly wonderful.
Oh my god. I think I just got the same one. Yeah. I think I saw Professional's video and there was one on Report. I literally just got the same source mission. Cause yeah, I swore I was the same like beginning part. Yeah. Gotta look at GTA Wiki again, I wanna make sure. Yeah, what the hell? I literally just got the same fucking one 2 times in a row. Different location at least, but wow. Yeah, I'm not gonna show all the different locations for each single source mission, obviously not. Just as long as I show one location for each, then I'm all good. Yeah, I was ironic getting the same one twice in a row.
The lab thinks there's some mileage in breaking down a technical pick.
Okay. That, I'm pretty sure is not new. Yeah. Definitely not new. Okay.
Bad actors are moving arms around the state. Take out their...
Yeah, no. And I don't know if I noticed something with like the plain one, but I feel the steel supplies like message shows up first and then the call on like these older ones, and I think on the other one the like call happens first and then you get the steel supply like message pop up on the screen. I feel that's something I may have noticed. I'm not sure if that's true or if I'm just thinking something for some reason, I don't know. So maybe that's the way to know as well. Maybe, if I'm even right there. I don't know, maybe it's just wishful thinking, I don't know. Or maybe I'm legit when I say that. I just gotta keep re-rolling missions, unfortunately, or... It's obviously no guarantee or anything.
supplies and bring them to your...
Okay, that's not it either. They don't do like new, simple, just simply pick up a vehicle. That's like, kinda sounded like there. Any of these like newer missions, they tend to make it more complicated because I guess I want the missions to have more meaning. I guess for these newer missions, so obviously not going to be simply just pick up a vehicle like some of those like older ones are meant to be more simple. Boy, my workers already coughing in here, bro. Get out of them. Okay, just tackle.
These supplies are on the move.
But yeah, you don't get to provide a vehicle like that on the new one here. At least not right next to your bunker, at least. Yeah, honestly, it's probably gonna be the longest part of the stream, honestly, because I got freaking luck and shit. The rest of it should be pretty quick after these source missions, I feel, kinda.
These supplies have a Merryweather protection detail, but
Yeah, no, that's not it.
we might have to work alongside Merryweather, but...
Railgun one again. Second time getting that one at least. Just stream, I'm certain. Definitely had minigun, like, phone call before. Wait, or wait, did it say minigun? Because I swore the railgun one actually, like, didn't mention it until, like, part way for the call, I think.
You know what, the techs at the lab are really itching to break...
Dang, that's definitely not it. Okay, didn't have one. Okay, I had a little bit delayed pop-up, so maybe.
In the intelligence community, sometimes
Okay, yeah.
it's about letting good things
That's
come to
it.
you. Like smuggled arms. If you happen to know exactly when and where a consignment is due to enter Los Santos, and if you happen to know they use a cargo plane to perform low-level drops just off the coast, and if you happen to know exactly where they keep the boat they used to pick up the goods, like I say, sometimes you just need to be in the right place at the right time.
Okay, but yeah, apparently this is the second and final of these new source missions here. But yeah, at least for my location, again, you probably can get different locations, because clearly I got that one mission like 2 times, because it was like same phone call I mentioned earlier for the one with the Bambushka and all that. Had 2 in a row, and then one was at with Porta, whereas my first one was at the power station. So, like usual, you can get different locations for a bit of variety on the mission. Yeah, I'll be showing off the Grape Seed location as soon as it goes by, and obviously, unlike that hit the roof on the previous stream, not previous stream exactly, but like my 2022 Biker Clubhouse mission stream. Shit, man, presser key shit was so hard to find. I don't literally look it up on GTA Wiki now. Because I put that shit on like a fucking air vent and like fucking in like a very obscure like interior for the one I did find it in. And that was only because I looked it up. Otherwise I would have been literally searching everywhere. Like honestly, fuck that hit the roof one with the oppressor keys. Like honestly, it might just be worth. I can know, it's definitely not worth using cargo bomb if you memorize the location for this pressure keys. No, to be fair, that's off topic because this is bunker, not biker. I'm just still pissed off of the fucking hit the roof shit. I'm not sure it was annoying. Life and Death bike, I feel, was definitely better in my opinion, though. Okay, standard protocol for this kind of mission applies. No witnesses. If boat crew gets a chance to alert, plane is stopped dead in the water. Okay, sounds like you just get the phone. And there's a go over there. I don't think anything should blow it up though. I don't know. These ones are a bit close. Might try to free a missile here. Uh-oh. Oh shit. That was crazy. Okay, I got that one like that at least. Okay, I got that one. Okay, so technically you can easily, at least in the Grape Seed location, you can easily blow them up without destroying the long fin. The long fin, again, that's a Cayo Perico heist vehicle, so obviously that did not exist. That did not exist back then. Before I go, equip apparently.
Sending you the drop zone coordinates now. Now, just take it easy, pick up the crates, don't act suspicious. Or no more suspicious than the actual smugglers would. Once you've got them ashore, I've arranged a truck for you to take them back to the bunker.
Okay, Agent 14, bit of overshare there again though. It's just like the after hour one. At least they equip it automatically for you in that, like, in this one, it's not like after hour one where you use the flare, I think you have to equip it yourself and cycle through your weapons. Which I assume on Xbox, at least that can be pretty annoying. PlayStation is nice because you can go back and forth because of the touchpad now. But what am I doing? I need to be back here probably. Yeah, I kind of went away from it for some reason, but should be fine here. What plane is that? I wonder. Another Bambushka? Or is that like the Titan? I wonder. Oh, I gotta follow it. Okay. Yeah, just like a motorcycle, just full back on the stick with a bow, and that should make it go that's fastest from what I from roughly 152. Collect supplies, you know, I'm gonna say drop from cargo plane. Okay, just ram it in and you collect it. Actually reminds me of a drop in the ocean from Grand Theft Auto 3. I think it's that mission's named A Drop in the Ocean, where you like collect them from a photo. It's a period I'm going to the water level and whatnot. You're supposed to kind of be doing it. Actually, it's kind of the same circumstance where you're, I don't know. Not sure exactly what comparison I'm necessarily trying to make there, but yeah. To have all the spots right for a Don't Breathe Band to be left behind, nice and discreet. Nice and discreet. Should be a simple drive back to your bunker. I hope it's an actual interesting vehicle to stop. But yeah. Definitely reminds me of a drop in the ocean and stuff, you know, of like popos to deal with. And just like actual enemies that are pretty easy to deal with. It's like a simple version of a drop in the ocean, I feel. But it also pushes you to go for here, which is fun. That being pretty much happens, and it's almost see it's in like the middle of all kinds of like land, just kind of like one of the only ways down, I think. I feel this might be one of the closest, if not like the closest, like missions in GTA Online, similar to Drop in the Ocean from Grand Theft Auto 3 though. That mission's fun. I think they actually babied it down in the Definitive Edition. I think in the original game they actually had like a 5-star 1 level on that fucking mission, but I think they dumbed it down. I think they babied it down on the Grand Theft Auto 3 quote unquote the Definitive Edition. Not so definitive, unfortunately. Over a year after fucking release, didn't really do much for it. Fucking patches didn't really fix it that much, I feel. Like it's still like texture issues and stuff like that. I wonder if it was mobile versions that are ever coming out, because apparently they keep pushing them back. You gotta keep pushing that shit back, apparently, for the mobile versions. Kinda makes sense to them. That was just a speedo, kinda boring.
Success? Just get them back in one piece and we're done here.
Alright, man. Yeah, some cylinder kind of shit, it looks like, in the back, apparently. But yeah, I wish they would have put more like later like DLC vehicles in some of these missions. So this one only really seems to have the long fin as far as I can tell. Maybe that was an R10. Maybe that was an RM10 bomb bush that drops the stuff. But that one could have just been a Titan though. But yeah. Trying to think. But at least the executive office source missions had like actual like newer vehicles that you do like the delivery with. This one just gives you like 2 D1 vehicles apparently for the delivery vehicles that you take over to the bunker. I think one of the newer like Yugas or something like that was used in like the auto shop for executive office. And yeah, there's no Yuga Classic or like Yuga 4x4 or whatever, like van or whatever it was, I think. But yeah. Granted, that one where you have to like go underwater in the executive office, I guess technically the Delta 6x6 existed, but because that was like 2014, technically that one existed. But at least it was a DLC vehicle to use and not just a day one vehicle. I don't know. These vehicles are alright, I guess. It kind of makes sense for like cargo delivery vehicles, but I'm just saying I wish they would have used like some like newer vehicles and stuff, or delivery vehicles that would maybe like speedier and whatnot, to differentiate it from like differentiate it even more from the older ones. Like at least do a Rumpo custom, that would have been cool with the more resistant glass, that would have been nice. There might be ones that already use that, to be fair. I don't get it, why does it go in the bunker and then it takes you right the fuck out? Why don't you deliver now? Kinda weird. Feel honest. But I think the supplies you get, I feel the amounts would probably just pretty much be the same from like any other like source missions. There's probably not much benefit from doing these newer ones. Again, I feel just like the CO, you're probably better off with some of those older ones, because, yeah, so many older missions for those businesses are literally just require you to, like, steal a vehicle with, like, no, like, crazy circumstance. Because obviously there's simpler missions in the earlier batches. Because obviously there's going to be, like, a simple mission or two, compared to the rest. Okay, it's a spy level there on the actual laptop, apparently, like how it looks. But yeah. I mean, I guess at least they added new, like, stuff to... I guess at least this one had new source missions, same with the executive office. Even though Biker has, like, no point to do those source missions, they should have at least added a couple there, I feel. Maybe they could add, like, a new one per, like, business, like, make it a business-specific, like, source mission for each Biker business. Like, at least one new one per Biker business would have been nice to change things up a little bit. But no point really for the biker businesses. I feel it was kind of fine they didn't really touch the biker businesses. Any touching they did the biker businesses. Any changes they did the biker businesses, anything they changed with that, I think was like before Colonial Enterprise came out. While like the 9th gen version was like nice and fresh, basically. I think they like increased in those like values on 9th gen, and then eventually they brought it to 8th gen. Eventually they brought those changes from the value of like biker businesses over to 8th gen as well. But yeah, between the different businesses they touched, I feel the only like kind of one they didn't really like touch much was biker, I feel, for business side of things. For like the old business kind. I don't know, maybe nightclub too. Since they didn't have source missions before the new update at least. But yeah. That was just 2 new resupply missions in at least 1 different location. In at least 1 location. Just probably at least 3 locations, but I don't really feel it's worth showing off each location. It's kind of dumb, I feel. Just worth showing the mission off 1 time each time. But yeah. I will do the Demon Loader over here, because I'm going in the same order as like the Rockstar like patch notes on their support site, whatever. And I think this one you'll probably be able to do without being a CO if you want. I don't think you need to be CO for Executive Squad parts.
Confirmed with the store. As soon as you drop the parts off, they'll release the funds to your account. Easiest money you've ever made. Unless, you know, your movements are tracked by an opportunistic criminal gang full of people like you. Always a possibility. Anyway, good luck.
Yeah, so I phone call there. And yeah. If you do not like your location, you might be able to like just go to another lobby. from what I have heard, you can just simply like hop into another lobby if you want to change your ammunition location if you don't want to go 6 miles for any reason. For my case, for example, I'd say to me it's not that big of a deal. It's kind of nice to just be able to drive a vehicle for as kind of a bit of relaxation every once in a while. Like, yeah, the Dune Loader is a pretty enormous little vehicle, but still, it's kind of nice to just cruise around on the LS streets, I guess. Why not? And yeah, I think the rest of this stuff don't really take place directly in the bunker. So I think I can kind of just stay in the lobby from here, pretty much, without re-lobbying. Mainly just need to re-lobby for the re-rolling of the source mission. And yeah, the Dune Loader you use here, fun fact, I'm pretty sure it's the same like Dune Loader that you like brought over like the supplies for your bunker. Yeah, I don't think there's like a set it. I don't think the executive office had a set up mission. I think it was pretty much just ready to go once you purchased the executive office, if I recall. But yeah. Fun fact, that Dune Loader, I believe, is the same one you like set up your like bunker business with like the set of like business mission for the bunker. So it's kind of cool to see it back, I guess. But yeah, not sure if it's such a flatbed's faster, to be honest. I feel like a flatbed's probably faster, but yeah. At least the location changes though, it's not always the same, like, dock area. Only your, like, point A really changes for the special cargo, like, executive, like, export mix goods, because it can be at any of your, like, 5 different warehouses, I believe. It's only point A really changes. I'd rather have the point B change, I feel, to make it more interesting. So you can only own 5 like warehouses at one time. So you only get like 5 starting locations, I think, possible. But at least here you can be given probably any of the ammunitions I assume you can be given here. Yeah, might not be able to quit CO like while on this activity, but yeah, if it's anything like export mix goods, you might not need the BCO to start it up at least, similar to like a lot of like newer business content. Seems this newer business content allows you to do it even without COMC like enabled at the moment. So if you want to save a little bit on like those business fees, especially as MC, then it can be helpful. Just for like one example of maybe how that could be useful. sure why it's going this way. I don't know if it would just been quicker. Perhaps it was. Not sure. Yeah, I think it gives you 15-minute time on it, so yeah, I know it's probably like 6 minutes, almost 6.5 minutes there. And yeah, 150,000, that's the one-time free times bonus. Normally it will be 50,000. So yeah, 150,000 is just a one-time like bonus thing for the email I showed earlier. Worth doing at least at one time, but honestly, a slow downloader for 50,000 is probably not that worth it, but it's a nice little quick way to make some cash though, so. And if it's anything like export mixed goods again, I feel like you get it like every 48 minutes or something, it's kinda nice. So if for some reason you just want to log in quick to do that all, then that could be okay, I guess. You could do that like every day up to like a DLC release, and could probably still make some decent money if you just did that and export mixed goods each day, like for 100,000 or something. If you just did those two things for like each day from like a DLC release, kind of, to like the release of the next DLC, you could probably still be in a kind of okay spot, I guess. I don't know, just a little guess. It's like 10 times that would be like millions. You could probably make a couple million just doing those two things each month. So I don't know, it's kind of nice quick money, but nothing serious. So that's for the one-time bonus thing. And yeah, new bunker research mission. Like I said, I think I already did that one though, like off stream, so I will not be getting the free times bonus, but if there's a money, like, thing that shows up, then it will be 3 times of what I get. And yeah, 3 times payoff for the bunker research. I'm gonna try being nothing, see if it lets me do it. It should, given its newer content. And yeah. Agent 14 is now a more useful contact.
I'm waiting.
The air request bunker research, that's the mission there. And it will even show you your research progress as well, so you have a passive like way of seeing the research progress without actually having to be at the bunker, which is nice.
Okay, let me see.
Oh wow, is that fucking export vehicle right now? Come on.
Okay, got something. Between the heat wave and the gas prices, there's never
Oh no, the gas price reference. Fucking Brandon.
Police report some R&D guy finally cracked and decided a suit of heavy ballistic armor and some automatic weaponry was just the kind of therapy he needs. But as entertaining as that sounds, there's also a business angle here. If you can get some of that suit back to your tech guys at the bunker, they should be due a major research boost. Consider yourself incentivized.
But yeah. As far as I know, probably just like the source missions, it's probably pretty much the same mission, but in different locations. I think I had one in Sonar Collection Dock. I think that like one property from like the story mode, the Sonar Collection Dock, I think has a location for the bunker research mission. But I assume it's pretty much always going to be the same thing. I think there's a person in like ballistic equipment. And ballistic equipment can be kind of tanky, so you might want to have like barrage missiles. Barrage missiles could maybe actually be kind of decent for once. Assuming there's no risk of destroying something. I don't think there is, though, if I remember. Then maybe just don't use the missiles once you like kill the main target, basically. And from what I remember, there's like a 1 on a level as well. Again, I think I mentioned, I think I did it. I think I already did one of these off stream. I mean, there's one of them where I just have like I don't know, I think there's like a couple 100,000 or something you could get just simply for doing a like bunker mission for like one of the event weeks. So I think I already did one though. But I feel Barrage missiles can definitely be kind of nice here. And yes, there's area for target, you have a bit of a radius. Yeah, so you just look by like cop cars, that's probably pretty much where it's gonna be. Target's over there. Oh shit. I got him. And I'm pretty much dead now. Alright. Oh well. Gotta see a helicopter if need be.
Come on!
Oh, whatever.
Nowhere to go!
Just trying to see if I can stun actually get foil plasma in there, but not a big deal.
Son of a bitch! Get that son of a bitch! New clip! You maggot!
Yeah, collective on the body there, and then you just use popos. That's probably pretty much it. It's a pretty simple mission. It's not anywhere near as complex as the like, mission. A nice, quick, simple mission. And yeah, I don't have research anymore for my main character, and I don't really play on my second character, so I don't know firsthand, but I'll say the amount I've heard at least. Plus, even then, you could probably just check out GQ Wiki or something. If the amount I share is not correct, I'll go off of what I read from Professional. On this like video thing or something. But you gotta at least cops first, that's right. It's like, why is it not ending here? Way up in the area. Okay, and then you have to deliver the bunker, right? I forgot about that part, actually. For some reason I thought it'd be like key code and like code guys where you can just like where the mission just ends like when you lose the cops and stuff. I feel research data wouldn't be that huge a thing, like bulk wise and shit. Because I thought that when just lose the cops and done. I'm still kinda far away then. So I forgot to go to bunker. For some reason I didn't expect to have to do that. And it's dead now, great. Whatever. Could try to fucking parachute out here, but I'm just gonna. Oh fuck, it's forcing me out now. I just get my Sterling GT, I guess, from here. Why not? At least for now, until I get spawned again. I want to cure DC helicopter and actually I haven't registered for this, right? But you cannot do that while you're doing that. So if you want to be CO and stuff, you gotta do it before you start the mission. Get anywhere business content you can do without being CO and whatnot. If you want to be CO during it, you have to decide beforehand. What the fuck is spawning? I why the fuck's it moving so that explains it now. So these are such narrow roads here. Holy fucks. Just starting GTA just yeah. Probably get me into that before I even get to call it again. Even. Yeah, probably will get me there in 30 seconds. I feel at least, or almost. Alright, yeah, that'd be the technically kinda easily. And yeah, normal bail is 10,000. Like I said, I think I already redeemed it 3 times, so you're only getting 30,000 for that one. So yeah, it's definitely one of the weaker, like, offer things on the email. You only get, like, an extra 20,000 anyways. But yeah, you only get extra 20,000 anyways, but honestly, you might as well do it. It's a very quick mission. And yeah, there's only one last feature actually to show off when it comes to the new bunker content. And again, that's new Agent 14. It was on there earlier, kind of.
Yeah.
But you can request transportation from Agent 14 now. Selling classic, Grunger, Mason, Manches, Varus, Caddy. It looks like you get 6
Okay,
options
I'll get a
there.
send round.
That's kind of interesting having a vehicle option there. Sun Classic. I might show off all of them a little bit, kind of just see like how they look. Yeah, this one looks like blue and stuff here. Blue with a processing and stuff, interesting. Not sure what it's on classics in this, but oh well. What the fuck? I'm doing like the headlight look on this and it didn't work at all apparently. It's weird. I don't know if it's a glitch or something. And I might do some explosive resistant tests on some of them. As far as I know, none of these vehicles actually have any explosive resistance though. And the reason I mention that is because I think apparently some of the night club vehicles have explosive resistance, but I'll say a little bit more about that later on. And yes, this is like the first contact I expanded on. I was showing consistent and milk just to show that they don't really have anything new.
I'm here for you.
Yeah, those were already there beforehand. Pretty system. I don't think it even has services, yeah. Would have been cool if Milk got expanded on as a contact, that would have been nice. Not sure why they didn't do that though. Yeah, I don't know, it's on Classic seems a bit random, isn't it? From like a Diamond Casino update or something, like could be wrong. I don't know, maybe it was a gun running vehicle, I forget. Not sure why it couldn't be a vehicle choice there. Yeah, if it's 2-door or 4-door, it might be 2, no. I'm trying to. Okay, yeah. I'm really not sure why Design Classic is the vehicle option. That seems kind of random, but oh well. Might be like one of the most random ones here. I don't really feel it was in any of those like new source missions or anything significant, so yeah. Hey, that's Pegasus or something. Not sure if I've destroyed us or something first, actually.
Hello? Well, that was pointless.
But gee, I didn't know you went on and spawn on everyone. So I'm just putting shit in the water and full. Fuck you. Fuck, it was on Classic. Why the fuck you even have this shit? Like, is it your car or something? Like, the fuck? Cause that's a kind of weird vehicle. Agent 14 would style better in a different vehicle, I feel. I don't know.
I'm waiting.
Okay,
Sure.
Gringer was the vehicle. Yeah, Gringer was that like one like vehicle you got in the new source mission. Yeah, the Gringer was in that new source mission though. Okay, so I like the LX on there. I was wondering if I was like the 3600 LX, even though it only said regular Gringer, but yeah, no, obviously it's just a regular ass Gringer. Would have been cool if it was the 3600 LX or whatever. The like a Monty Tech one with like the bullet resistant glass and stuff. And yeah, bullet resistant glass comes standard if you know, a little bit of armor plating. It would have been cool to have a Gringer 3600 LX on here instead, but yeah. Not really meant to be any super serious transportation in here, no. That kind of just want to show them off a little bit, show how they like look and stuff. Like the different colors and stuff. I assume they mainly just come in one color. I assume it's not randomized or anything. Maybe do a bit of explosive resistance on certain ones. Oh, there's a time limit or whatever. I still might show it all off though when I don't know, it's gonna be a lot of waiting on that game. I am curious about the Mesa, if it's the regular Mesa or if it's the Merryweather Mesa. Okay, I guess I can show off the different like dialogues, I guess. Okay, yeah, it's a Merryweather. I kind of figured it would be. It's not the rare like civilian Mesa that you can't even like buy on the website. Yeah, they did put on offer for like Simeon's like repo work one time. I think for the regular Mesa, it's not the most rare thing anymore. And yeah, obviously you can always find it like on the streets and stuff for the regular Mesa. But yeah. And then the Gringer is a day one vehicle, so I think it's pretty obvious. This is kind of a day one vehicle as well, but it was actually added in like the heist update as a purchasable vehicle. Yeah, something interesting is it is actually like an $87,000 vehicle. But I don't know, because it's Pegasus, you probably wouldn't be able to just take it over to a custom shop and then put like insurance on it. Get one easy without purchasing or something. I assume that doesn't work here, unfortunately. And yeah, it does have a snorkel on it, so I'm not sure like if it can like go in higher like heights and stuff of water. I think the snorkel is already on there without like a modification, so I want to say the snorkel actually works, because I think the snorkels typically work if they're already on the vehicle before it's a modification. If it's modified modification, then it typically does not work for a snorkel though. Alright, pass the time a little bit better here this time. Sanchez.
Okay, I'll get it sent round.
And I kind of just want to show like how to look and stuff mainly. So I guess you get another dirt bike spawn, which could be kind of nice. And yeah, Agent 14 is at the top of the contact list, it looks like, so it's a pretty easy way to spawn a dirt bike if you're not CEO, which is nice. So I guess that gives it a little more utility. Gas kind of low, and not expecting going that crazy. No. It's rising my mental state out of fuck. It's just destroying fucking Pegasus vehicles, the fuck that actually raises your mental state in the hell. When they're your own Pegasus vehicles, kinda.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, just embarrassing caddy from here. The Ranger and Mesa Meriwether are basically day one vehicles. Sanchez, I think, was in like the bikers update or like Cunning Stunts or something. I don't know, I think it was one of those. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, it's some sort of like earlier DLC vehicle. This one was kind of released around like gun running kind of era, so this one kind of definitely makes sense to like Sound Classic, which just feels random in my opinion, kind of. Ferris is like off-roady things, kind of gun running things, you know. I don't know, someone knows like why does Classics even a vehicle on there would be interesting to hear, I guess. I don't know if it's somehow a huge gun running themed vehicle, even though obviously it was from Down Casino Resort, but yeah. But yeah, Varus was that Caprico Heist, like, ATV, which is kind of nice. I think that's pretty cool having a Caprico, like, it's kind of cool having, like, the ATV from the Caprico Islands option here. Definitely. But yeah. Oh, it actually has that livery on it too, looks like that's kind of nice. They actually put liveries on some of it, it looks like, for these different vehicles you can spawn. I feel this is a very interesting one that's available. In ATVs, you have to be like front on the stick for how best possible to be in. For any ATV, I think it's front on the stick, like up on the stick instead of back like it is for most motorcycles and like pretty much all boats and stuff.
Nope, not right now.
Why not?
Can
Oh,
do.
fuck you.
Nothing doing, I'm afraid.
Okay, now it's the balancing shit and all, but yeah. The last one's like a complete like mean one here, and it's your caddy from the bunker. Yeah, you can actually use the fucking caddy from the bunker, and it's hilarious.
No questions asked.
Pretty sure that's the only way you can actually use the like bunker caddy in free mode legit, at least without like glitching and stuff. But yeah, you can actually now legitimately use the fucking bunker caddy, and it's pretty funny. I mean, hell, you do pay for the transportation, so at least it makes paying for it actually, like, kinda useful in a way now. So yeah, bunkers are kind of huge interior, but like, Christ, it's not that bad compared to like, I don't know, facilities kind of feel long interior too, and you don't get transport over there. I don't know, it's just nice having more like usage for the transportation caddy finally. That's pretty funny, you can use your own fucking caddy here. Okay, sure, I'll go there, I guess, why not? But yeah, they might as well make it available in free mode given you actually pay for this shit. And it's not like available like with the actual property purchase. Like literally there's a whole separate transportation tab where you pay for a shitty caddy. It's the least they can do now. This is definitely my favorite vehicle you can spawn on that menu. Like, sure, it's not the fastest or anything, but it's a funny meme vehicle to ride around in now. Oh, this shit's more durable than the fucking trophy truck when it needs fucking, like, yellow fins. Fucking trophy truck fucking comes apart if it, when you run into that shit. And yeah, I want to check a mod shop because I want to see how this one works. I mean, it's a Pegasus vehicle, this one's definitely not going to work, but I guess the Pegasus like gold icon kind of thing, because it's certainly it's not going to do anything. Taking it to the fucking area over there. Yeah, just for the memes and for my way of ending the stream, I guess I'll go over there and try it. And might as well do the drive there and get some good use out of this thing for the around 100,000 I probably spent on it or something. It's not that much. But still, again, this is the least they can fucking do now. I don't know why they didn't let you use this shit in free mode since like 2017. Mid-20 17. Wait, what? I'm telling this somehow 2 export vehicles. It's something. I don't know, this might be a drug vehicle. Oh, it's one of those flare things that I don't really care too much for that. It was fun doing like one time, and then it felt pointless basically afterward. I like the export vehicles, those are fun to repeat, and I don't really care to do the flare and or anything. Well, I'm actually under a mile now. Oh, okay, no, that did not despawn. For some reason, I thought for a moment that the export vehicle despawned. The export vehicles actually stay around for a long while now. So even after I end the stream, it might still be there. So I guess I'll do it then, after ending the stream. Oh, I thought I said something about time trial for some reason. I'm like, what the fuck is the Route 68 time trial? I thought it was like some different one, like Sawmill. Something like that. I wondered why a text being appeared, but yeah, no, it's just because of them. Smuggler cash bin, whatever, disappearing. Oh, gotta let me modify my fucking vehicle I just paid 100 fucking grand for. How much is this shit? I don't know. Oh my god, it's even over a fucking 100,000 apparently. Yeah, so the one you get is depending on the one in your bunker. So if you want this one, you probably need Caddy 1, Korean for Caddy 2. But Jesus Christ, spend 120,000 on that shit and you can't even modify it. I assume the one under 100,000 under that you got the modified value probably cannot be modified either. Yeah, they're Pegasus vehicles, so not surprising. I see it's like a gold icon there. Pegasus bunker vehicle. Yeah, it's a goddamn shame. But not surprised. I don't know. I don't know what I keep trying to do from there. It's not a personal vehicle, but yeah. I think I might have heard of interesting things. But yeah, I think I might have heard of like interesting modifications you might be able to do to your like bicycles, for example, in, like the MOC and Avengers. I wonder if something like the MOC or Avenger allows you to somehow modify it. But I would still doubt it. Since they allow like any vehicle now to go in MOC and Avenger with Colonel Enterprises. Not just the ones with like weapon upgrades and stuff. For the like MOC Avenger, they use those shops for like any vehicle with a modify now, pretty much if it can fit, that is. But yeah, that was pretty much everything to talk about here. Might be some of the quickest content to go through, I feel. I don't know, the biker stuff was kind of quick too, but fucking hit the roof. That fucking oppressor key was a bitch to find, so that one took me like an hour. Because I didn't want to have to look everything fucking up right away. I wanted to try it myself a bit. That resulted in that first, like, 12-hour contract took me a whole fucking hour, no? But I'll finally be it for this bunker stream here. Last, like, miscellaneous stream I think I need to really do is, like, the nightclub stream. Where just, like, the Everfree, I'll go over all the different, like, content that was added for the different business and stuff. In some capacity. But I don't think I have any other miscellaneous stream. I think the only ever one I really need to do was, like, the United Liberty paper missions. I already did that. It was, like, one of the first ones, not the first miscellaneous stream thingy I did. And yeah, there was, like, the LD Organics collectibles. I could have done those fucking two. I could have done the fucking 200 Jack-o'-lantern collectible, but I didn't really care to do the fucking 200 Jack-o'-lanterns. Or actually, it's not that I didn't care. The problem was with the Jack-o'-lanterns, it didn't keep track past 10, apparently. So anything past 10, it wouldn't even keep track of, so that's why I didn't do Jack-o'-lantern collectibles. So yeah, I think I just got the nightclub stream now, and I think I'll do it for any miscellaneous stream. Also, I want to do a stream where I like sell like all the different businesses with like a bonus. But again, I already redeemed the special cargo one because it was like a 1.5 times or like 2 times bonus on it one time during Criminal Enterprise DLC. So if any bonus stuff like that comes up, I'm just going to sell pretty much. So I'm probably not going to do like a selling stream pretty much. Besides for any of the new content showcases in like the bunker ammunition thing I just did. Yeah. Quite a long outro this time. I just want to explain a lot of things of like the different miscellaneous streams I did. I think only have like a couple in the left now. But yeah, that. And then the stream after that, well, the stream after the stream for non like miscellaneous like stream will be probably just the next like event stream or like week edition stream, whatever. Since they've been skipping on a week, I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a simple event week or something. But either way, it's pretty much going to be it for the stream. Hope you enjoyed.